Every single year, this is how it used to go for me. The holidays would creep up, I start buying gifts, I think I'm done buying gifts, then suddenly I remember two more people. Then suddenly I remember that they have kids and that they have pets. And apparently I've agreed to do a Secret Santa with someone that I met at a barbecue once. Then that little $10 gift card idea that I had to get everyone turns into like a $1,000 problem that I have to deal with in January. Does that sound familiar to you at all? Since December is basically a blur of sugar and chaos, you don't really think about your credit card statement until the credit card statement assaults you in the new year. Then you hit yourself with the classic lie. This year will be different. Spoiler, it never is. So today I'm gonna be showing you the 4 things that I would do to start the new year the smart way, especially if I was starting with nothing. And honestly, I wish someone had told me this earlier. The first thing I'd do is to face last year's mistakes. This is the part that everyone avoids. You can't pretend that last year didn't happen. I tried this strategy for years. My official financial plan was, if I don't open my statement, technically I'm not in real debt. I'm always shocked to find that apparently it does exist. And here's the real reason you need to look back. Next year's prices, they're not gonna be the same. Inflation does this thing where it goes up roughly 2% every single year. So if you look back at last year's Christmas spend or holiday spend, you spent $1,000. Cool, great, painful, but now at least you know. Next year you'll wanna save around $1,020. Knowing this number next year doesn't blindside you like rash decision at Costco. And there is, of course, that amazing feeling of giving gifts. You want to give. It feels really good. If you don't feel good after you give gifts, I don't know what to tell you. But it doesn't really end. Even though it does feel good to give, you want to give as much as you can to the people that you love. And then all of a sudden you remember the tradition of like stocking stuffers. Then you realize, oh shit, I need to stuff stockings as well. Just an added bonus to that $1,000 you gotta save. The second thing I would do is lay out the foundation of a budget. I know, I'm sorry, but we have to talk about it. If you're starting from zero, you need a budget, not a manifest your financial goals vision board, not a hope and pray that my rent gets paid system. A budget. I know some people say you don't need one. Like for example, I love Remy Tsetti. The guy's brilliant. But I do disagree with his life happens outside of the spreadsheet take. That works if you already make enough money. But if you're barely scraping by, you need clarity. You need that awareness. You need the receipts. What gets measured gets improved. And no, that wasn't Aristotle, or I'm sure it was someone. I have my budget spreadsheet that I use, and I've been using it for the last 5 years. It helped me get out of debt, in the description below, and I'll attach a video at the end of this one that shows you exactly how I use it. I'll share it at the end of this video so you can steal it, but like as a responsible adult. The third thing I would do is I would identify my wants versus my needs. This is the part where people get mad. And here's the thing, most people justify everything. I still do it, everyone does it. Oh, this $20 decoration? That's nothing, it's just $20. Cool, but then you're paying your electricity bill with your vacation savings, and then you're paying that vacation with your credit card. And then you end up paying nothing on those credit cards because future you will deal with it. P.S. Future you hates you. So here's the simple version on how to identify a need versus a want. Your needs are your food, your housing, and your transportation. That's it. Those are the big 3 survival categories. Everything else is wants, including Netflix, including your ukulele lessons, including the subscription that sends you artisanal water from like a river in Brazil. Now, those 3 big needs categories have smaller categories underneath them, but that's a full separate video. If you want me to break it down individually, drop it in the comments and I'll consider making a video about it in the future. Yes, this is me gently farming engagement. Fight me. Now, before we jump into the final step, I need you to hear this. Most people don't stay broke because they're dumb. They stay broke because they've never been shown how to connect their money to their purpose. Once you understand the next point, everything else you do in 2026 will make 10 times more sense. And that's find your why, or you'll quit before February. Okay, yes, I know it sounds cheesy. It sounds like something your high school guidance counselor said to you while you were like failing math, but it's real. And your why is the reason you do literally everything. It's how you justify every purchase. I bought this because it makes me happy. I watched 3 hours of TikToks because I wanted to feel existential dread. Existential, did I pronounce that right? I don't know. I ordered Uber Eats because cooking is a personal attack. A strong why keeps you disciplined without feeling punished. So I want you to ask yourself this. If you had all the money in the world, what would you actually do? Spend more time with your kids? Travel a few extra times a year? Turn your fast car into a faster car? No judgment, it's just, if you want to do it, that's cool. When you're clear on your why, every tiny purchase becomes a checkpoint. You start asking, does this bring me closer to my why or further away? And that's when things will start to finally click. If you want real one-on-one budgeting help, I've got a free workbook down in the description below. We might even end up working together. If you want to start budgeting on your own, check out this video right here where I walk through the exact spreadsheet that I've used for over 5 years now. And this one right here is something that YouTube thinks that you'll like. And honestly, it might be right. If you made it this far into this video, you're my favorite kind of person. You're officially my best friend, my ride or die. Algorithm may not know you exist, but I do. And I'll see you next week. Peace.